One morning, I woke up from a dream and remembered in the dream the words, "The journey is the quest." What if goals and the destination, they just aren't as important as we think they are? What if it's all about the journey? Hi, I'm Shakilia, and welcome back to Enchant Your Life. Now, society conditions us to focus on goals, milestones, and achievements. We see these people who are masters of their craft or they're just celebrities who achieve these goals of getting an Oscar, getting a Grammy, getting a Tony, an Emmy, all that kind of stuff. And what if those goals are just targets that are going to pull us along our amazing journey? The journey is the quest. All the highs, all the lows, it's like a roller coaster ride that we have to just learn to enjoy and embrace. And we learn on this journey, we grow, we expand. I believe that we are all extensions of God. I believe that God is living through us and expressing through us and experiencing through us as a way to expand the universe. I think that's a part of what this whole game of life is about. Now, we don't read books or watch movies just to jump to the end, right? It's all about what happens in between, all the experiences, the fun, the joy, the sorrow, all of that makes up the excitement and the joy of life. It's all about the unfolding of our story. The universe is infinitely expanding all the time through all of us. All of our unique experiences that we have, the universe is expanding. Whatever we like, whatever we don't like, God is creating more from that. The universe is infinite, so it has no ends. There is no final destination. We are eternal beings. Our souls, our spirits will go on forever and ever. So goals are great, but they're not the end goal, right? They're actually stepping stones to the next level of life, to the next experience. Abraham Hicks says that we never get it wrong and we never get it done. And the reason we never get it done is because we're infinite. That ties into an epiphany, a jinkies moment, an aha moment that I recently had. I was doing a full moon meditation, and during that meditation, they told me to think of a word that I want to, work on to get rid of, to release. And they also had me visualize a gift that was given to me. Now, let me tell you, the word that came to me that I need to release is disappointment. I realized that I felt a lot of disappointment with a lot of different areas of my life and things that were going on. The gift was a golden cross with gems all around it. And what it immediately felt like to me was God, Jesus, and everlasting life. And it reminded me that our journey is infinite. And because our journey is infinite, that all ties into what Abraham Hicks said. We can never get it wrong. We never get it done. And therefore, there's no need for any disappointments because you can get it right later on. Whether this lifetime or the next one, we are continuously going on this journey. And there's no need to feel disappointment ever. Now, don't get me wrong. I personally love to set goals and I love to create checklists and feel like I'm progressing and getting to my goal. But now more than ever, I'm starting to realize that those just checking off the checklist and hitting those goals are not the point of life. Life is about experiencing it. I remember I had a goal to finish college, get my degree. And that goal was pretty big for me. And when I did get my degree, And I graduated. It was a wonderful experience to graduate. You know, Harry Belafonte spoke at my graduation. We all celebrated our achievement of graduating. It was amazing and we felt great. But then we wanted something else. We always want something else. We're never completely satisfied. We always end up having a new perspective, a new vantage point to want something else. So don't be upset if you feel like you're never really satisfied, because we weren't built to be completely satisfied in life. We always want something more. Once we reach a goal, we want something else, right? That's just the way it is. And Abraham Hicks always says that our spirits, our souls say, now what? Like, what's next? So as you're working on your goals, stop and think about, what am I learning? What am I expanding into while I'm heading towards these goals? And we don't always meet our goals, but that's okay, because the goal is not the point. So don't feel like you failed or anything like that. There's no such thing as failure. As long as you've learned something, you've succeeded at learning something new. I'm going to tell you some of my goals and some things that I've learned from them. So I started a business for dolls, and I felt like this particular doll was missing in our culture, and so I created it and people loved it, and I experienced so much learning how to create this doll. I explored my creativity and saw how creative I can get. I also decided to write songs and become a songwriter and an artist. That journey alone has been incredible. I didn't even know I had it in me to be so brave and get on a stage and perform my own songs. That was amazing, and I hope to, do more of that in the future. I even created carnival costumes because that was something I just wanted to do. And throughout that journey, I learned more and more how to accept people the way they are and how to accept myself. And I also wrote a book. There was a book inside of me that needed to be born. And throughout that journey, I learned so much about myself and others. I had the goal to get married. Marriage in itself is an adventure. I wanted so badly to have a child. That was the beginning of an amazing adventure in life. Every single urge and every single goal that I've had thus far has taken me on this incredible adventure. And I've developed more creativity, more courage, wisdom, and so much more compassion for people on the planet. I've grown in ways I didn't know possible. I've experienced feelings of love that I didn't know was possible. I've gone to depths of despair that I didn't know was possible. And through all my highs and lows, I've continued to call on God for assistance, to give gratitude and thanks. And all of it was part of my amazing journey that I so appreciate. So I've been talking a lot about goals, but what if you don't even have a goal? What if you're just here? What if you're just existing? Guess what? That's part of your quest too, just to be. There are moments where I can just be. More than ever, I'm practicing, as Rhonda Byrne calls it, the greatest secret. I think that's the title of her most recent book, or the last book I read from her is The Greatest Secret. And it includes a lot of tips from people like Muji and Eckhart Tolle about being still and being present and living in the moment and just experiencing presence and awareness. And that's part of the journey too. You don't even have to have goals and destinations. You could just live and just be. So whether you're a go-getter or someone who's just relaxing and being, because we're all human beings, you're just here being a human, you're doing it. You're accomplishing the quest by living the journey, right? I hope all of this makes sense to you. It's kind of hard to describe sometimes, but the bottom line is Just by you existing, you are on the journey and completing the quest. And if no one has ever told you that they're proud of you, let me tell you now that God is proud of you. Proud of you for deciding to be here in this physical realm and play in this game. And God loves you and appreciates you, and never forget that. By understanding that the journey is the quest, I can definitely feel more accepting of things that are happening in life, accepting that it's all a part of what I'm here for, all a part of the reason I'm here, to learn, to grow, to express, to love, to hate. I don't want to say hate, but to experience the feeling of hate and maybe transform that to love, to get hurt, to hurt people, to forgive people, to be forgiven. All of it is all part of life. And at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, it's all good. But when we are at the ends of this incarnation that we have in our bodies, we just have to know that we completed what we came here to do. We came here to experience life, no matter how long or how short or how intense or how boring, no matter what is going on in your life, you are here for a reason, and you should be proud of yourself for getting through every day, for getting up every day. Be proud of yourself. We're doing it. Yes, we got this. Tell me your thoughts in the comments on what you think the journey is the quest means to you. We're all here with unique goals and unique purposes for our soul and our spirit here on earth. But I believe the general goal for us all is to experience life. The good, the bad, and the ugly. All of it. As Wayne Dyer said, don't die with the music still in you. Go after your dreams, go after your goals, because they're going to continuously pull you along this amazing journey, along this amazing quest of life. And I wish you the most enchanted adventure ever. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss my next video. Love you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.